Got a little story to share with you? Picture this. A rabbi is up in front of a group of eager students, right? He's diving into some wisdom from one of the great sages of Israel, and it's really fascinating stuff. The sage once shared this mind-bending thought. There are 3 sayings that, if you really think about them, can totally drive a person insane. Crazy, right? The rabbi then shared the first saying with his students, said, "You are here, you will leave." And that's the whole story. Isn't it terrifying? And isn't it also very freeing? Here's what I mean. We get very attached to things, don't we? We get attached to our jobs, to our status, to our relationships, to our looks, to our possessions, to our opinions, even to our own ideas. And we fight tooth and nail to hold on to them, right? Because letting go means we might be giving up something that is part of our identity. And this attachment often comes from fear. We fear that if we let go, we'll be incomplete, that there will be a gaping hole in our lives, or we might even die of fright. But the truth is, everything in life is temporary. Nothing is forever. Everything eventually comes to an end. This applies to good things and bad things. Sometimes we cling to good experiences, but we should actually let go and make space for even better ones. And sometimes we try to escape painful experiences, but the truth is, they too will come to an end. You are here, you will leave. And that's the whole story. The second thing that the wise man said is this. He said, "If you of all people, why not you?" Now, when someone says this to you, what do you think their tone is? They're not really asking a question, are they? They're making a statement. They're usually frustrated because they feel that everyone else has something, but they don't have it. Everyone else seems to have something that they want, but when they look at themselves, they see that they don't. And so they start blaming others for being privileged or favored. But the truth is, if anyone can succeed, if anyone can be happy, if anyone can have a relationship or achieve their dreams, it's you. Why not you? Why do you think you're incapable of achieving your dreams? Of course, we need practical things to achieve our goals. Things like skills and education and money. But more important than these things are our mindset, our habits, and our character. These things define who we are. They're within our control, and they're certainly within your control. So don't ever say to yourself, "Oh, it's impossible for me." Don't pit yourself against others and don't blame them for your shortcomings. Instead, look inwards and ask yourself, why not me? The third thing that the wise man said is this. He said, "No one has conquered the self except the one who has mastered anger." You know, anger is the most destructive emotion we have. It clouds our judgment. It makes us say and do things we regret, destroys relationships, it ruins lives. But most people don't realize just how much anger they have inside of them until they get provoked, and they lose it. They lash out. They say things like, "I can't believe I said that," or "I'm never going to forgive myself for that." You know what? We all have anger inside of us, and if we don't deal with it, it will deal with us. The best way to overcome anger is to acknowledge it, to take responsibility for it, and to choose to respond rather than react. When we do this, we begin to see that we have the power to control our emotions instead of the other way around. This gives us true freedom. So these are the 3 sayings that the wise man said can drive a person insane if they think about them too much. But actually, when we really understand these sayings, they can set us free. My question for you is this. Which of these 3 points do you relate to the most? And if you liked this video, please share it with a friend. Till next time.